Question number 17. In question number 17, what we have, K, mass of one planet is 1/10 of the
So it's question
mass
number
of the.
16.
Okay, that is question number 16. No, no, no. Sorry, I am not supposed to explain question in this PDF, na? Huh. Concept. We know in Newton law of gravitation, force is equal to G m1 m2 by r square. Correct? Where G value is fixed. Does not matter what is the medium. If you change the medium also, it will remain fixed. प्रतिज्ञा नेटवर्क इश्यू हो रहा है कुछ?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Chandna.
Sorry for joining.
It's okay. We are just starting. First question. So, in Newton law of gravitation, this G value is fixed. Example, if you see in case of electrostatic force, it is K Q1 Q2 by R square. K value will change if you change medium. But in case of changing medium, even if you change medium in case of gravitation force, G value will remain fixed. 6.67 into 10 raised to power minus 11. This is 9 into 10 raised to power 9. Correct? That's one. Second, we know if some body is placed inside the earth and body mass is m, then force is also equal to mg. Correct? Equal to g. What is m1 value? M. What is mass of earth? M, and radius of earth r. Where m earth mass, E means earth, r earth radius. Correct? So mm will be cancelled. R gravity value will be gm by r square. We know g value fixed, mass of the earth fixed, radius of the earth fixed. If we calculate total value, this g value is equal to 9.8 meter per second square. Correct? But fixed for a planet. If we have one given planet, then it is fixed. If we change the planet, then value will change. Correct? If you change planet, then m value is different, r value is different, g value will be different. Example, if we calculate gravity for the moon, it is different. Correct? And based on this, if you take gravitation field intensity, gravitation field intensity, I, this gravitation field intensity is how much force you apply on a unit mass. Correct? So it will be G. M1 is M. M2 you can write any mass, any radius, divide by M. This cancels, so gravitation field intensity will be same. Only difference is gravitation field intensity for any situation. And here G, gravity value we calculate for a given planet. But both value are exactly same. Whether you take gravitation field intensity or normal gravity value is same. You also know there are effect of height. If you take height, new gravity, you know depend upon the height. Correct? So Normal gravity is like gm by r square. New gravity at some height will be gm by r plus h ka whole square. Correct? So inversely proportional, it will be like r square plus r plus h ka whole square. If you take LCM r square and you cancel it out, it will be h by r ka whole square. Okay. And if you calculate overall, g dash value will be 1 minus 2h by r. Done. It means if you increase height, gravity will decrease. If you increase height, gravity will decrease. Okay. Remember, this is universal formula of height. This is the binomial expansion 1 minus 2h by r. Okay. So if you increase height, h increase, gravity will decrease. Done. Second effect of the depth. What happen if you take depth? In case of depth, the final value you compare with this is equal to g dash is equal to g 1 minus d by r. Okay, 1 minus d by r, where we take depth from the surface. Example, this is earth. Earth have radius r, and you take depth from the surface. Example, this this is depth. At this height, what will be the value? So what will be the remaining value? R minus d, like this. Okay. Depth from the surface, not from the center. Depth from the surface, because you will face issue only in this, not in formula. Correct? If you compare these two, then you will correlate A 2h is equal to d. Correct? Correct. What does it mean? It means if you decrease, like if you increase depth by 1 kilometer, and gravity will reduce. Same gravity will reduce if you increase height by 2h, 2 kilometer. Na? It means if you go 2 kilometer up or 1 kilometer down, in both situation, decrease in gravity will be same. Any doubt, guys? कि 2 किलोमीटर ऊपर जाओगे या 1 किलोमीटर नीचे आओगे, दोनों में ग्रेविटी में जो डिक्रीज होगा वो सेम ही रहेगा, क्योंकि 2h minus is equal to this. Same way, because of the rotation, gravity will decrease. Because of rotation, gravity will decrease. Anybody have question from this topic? You can take screenshot or you can note down. I will check everybody note. मैं सबके नोट चेक करूंगा, भेजने हैं नोट्स क्लास के बाद. And today I will end the session जब मैं एक बार सबके नोट्स चेक कर लूंगा. Once I'll check everybody's notes. Then, if this is done, and if we understood that gravity is equal to Gm by r square.
So 1 second, can you scroll out? I mean, zoom out.
So the last one.
No, so just zoom out 1 second.
Done.
Yes, sir.
So Tanvi, first question number 16. What is your answer?
Sir, I got 3.92.
How to solve it? Mass of the planet m dash is equal to m by 10. Diameter means radius. So radius of new planet is half of the, or you have to calculate acceleration due to gravity. G dash by G is equal to, G will be same G. Mass of the new planet is m by 10. and radius of the new planet is r by 2. So we know formula is gm by r square. So its square will be r square by 4. Correct? For g, it will be same gm by r square. So gm cancel, r square cancel. You know g dash will be equal to 4g by 10. G value 10. So consider it 40 by 10. Answer is 4. Okay, 4. Anybody have doubt in this question? Let me know. Just take a ratio of 2 gravity. तो बस यही था, रेशियो निकालना था, मास और रेडियस दिया हुआ था, उनको कंपेयर कर। सॉल्व क्वेश्चन नंबर 17। हॉरिजॉन्टल फोर्स है 10 न्यूटन। ए एंड बी ब्लॉक है, ईच ऑफ मास 2 kg एंड 3 kg। फ्रिक्शनलेस सरफेस है। फोर्स एक्सर्टेड बाय ब्लॉक ए ऑन बी इज। रिसेंटली वी डिड, तो मैं ज्यादा नहीं पढ़ाऊंगा, बट आई विल एक्सप्लेन द कॉन्सेप्ट once for revision. ठीक है, everybody done with the question number 16?
Yes.
Okay, how many people are there? 10. आदित्य, बरिंदर, चंदा, जोर्डन, खुशी, नैन्सी, प्रतिज्ञा, रितिका, सारा, तन्वी। ओके, नेक्स्ट। तो 2 kg 3 kg applied force 10 न्यूटन। क्वेश्चन नंबर 70 बड़ा ही बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट है, एंड द कॉन्सेप्ट इज कि whenever we solve any question like this and we have frictionless surface and multiple boxes are placed, example 1 2 3, है ना, बॉक्स ए बी एंड सी, and you apply F force on this. ओके, हमारे पास होता है यहाँ पे एक नया फोर्स N which is contact force. तो in this case what will happen if you apply any force, and like this is mass m1, mass m2, mass m3. First always calculate acceleration, and you know acceleration is force by total mass. Force is F, total mass is addition of all three. Done. Acceleration you calculate. Remember, acceleration of every box will be same. Acceleration of every box will remain same. Now you will make free body diagram of every box. Example, if you take M1, तो इसमें क्या होगा, you are applying F force from one side, और M1 M2 एक दूसरे के ऊपर भी फोर्स लगा रहे होंगे। M1 and M2 are exerting force on each other. तो that will resist the change normal N1 हमने बोलते हैं यहाँ पे, है ना, and net it is moving on the right hand side with a acceleration. Net it is moving this way. तो इसकी फर्स्ट इक्वेशन हम कैसे बनाएंगे, टोटल फोर्स माइनस कॉन्टैक्ट फोर्स इज इक्वल टू मास इनटू एक्सेलरेशन। डन। अब इन द सेम वे देयर विल बी फोर्स बिटवीन M2 एंड M3 जो एक दूसरे पे लगाते हैं, दैट इज N2 कॉन्टैक्ट फोर्स। ये था M1, if I take M2, so from the left hand side there will be normal reaction 1, from right hand side normal reaction। तो इसका अगर हम फ्री बॉडी डायग्राम बनाएंगे तो ज्यादा फोर्स कौन सा है, विच इज मोर, N1। कैसे पता चला, हाउ डू वी नो, बिकॉज नेट बॉडी इज मूविंग इन द राइट हैंड साइड। जहां पे बॉडी मूव कर रही होगी वहीं पे नेट फोर्स ज्यादा होता है। सो N1 is greater than N2 and net is responsible for, okay। थर्ड थर्ड बॉडी का अगर हम FBD बनाएंगे, इफ वी मेक FBD ऑफ थर्ड बॉडी, ऑन लेफ्ट हैंड साइड देयर इज a force N2, right hand side no force, responsible for acceleration। So what is the free body diagram? N2 will be equal to M3A। Anybody have question in this? मैंने recently teach किया था, that's why I'm not teaching so many concepts in this। फोन everybody understood? किसी को doubt? Anybody have doubt?
No, sir. No,
If
sir.
not, very good, solve this question and answer this। Solve this question। 10 Newton, 2 kg and 3 kg।
Hello. Good morning.
What is your answer, guys? Everybody? Anvita? So in this case, if you want to calculate force exerted by block A on B, so force acting on B, and you know normal force on B will be equal to mass into acceleration। What is the mass? 3 kg। What is the acceleration? Total force 10, total mass 5, 2। Answer will be 6। Tell me, guys, was this question really difficult? So you
No,
have
sir.
to apply two concept. Acceleration is equal to total force by total mass. Acceleration of every body is same. Then contact force। Yeah? Next, read, then I'll explain the concept। एक बार खुद से ट्राई करना ताकि मुझे खुद को ये पता चलेगा कि हाउ मच यू नो, यू विल गेट टू नो अबाउट योर रियल knowledge। Based on that, you can tell कि sir I know this properly, no issue।
सर
Yes,
सर
Nancy?
क्वेश्चन 17 में N1 और N2 की वैल्यू निकालनी थी बस।
हाँ, एक ही है N1 क्योंकि यू हैव टू बॉडी A एंड B, उनके बीच में कॉन्टैक्ट फोर्स एक ही हो सकता है, N1। यही निकालना था, बिकॉज कॉन्टैक्ट फोर्स N भी फोर्स ही
ओके सर।
है ना, वो भी फोर्स ही होता है, कॉन्टैक्ट फोर्स भी N, जो A B के ऊपर लगा रहा है।
ओके।
हाँ,
Sir, option 1 0.
ऑप्शन 1। एनी अदर आंसर गाइड्स?
सर ऑप्शन 1।
ऑप्शन 1।
सर 1।
1। क्वेश्चन नंबर 18 ना। In question number 18, what will happen if you take any graph of PV? Any graph of PV, example, this is pressure, this is volume, and you have any graph of this kind. ठीक है, तो इसमें what we'll get is like this is ABC. I'm not solving question, I am telling you what are the things. Example, from A to D, A to D, what is happening? Volume is fixed. So A to D, we know volume is not changing. If volume fixed, this process is known as isochoric process. Okay. A to B, A to B, you know pressure is fixed, then it is isobaric process. Isobar means same pressure. Isochore means same volume. Correct? We have two more process. Hello, Pratikya. किसके लिए, किसके लिए जाना है? ठीक है, कब तक आ जाओगे? ठीक है, ओके। So we have total four process, four important process. One is isothermal process. In isothermal process, temperature is same. So delta T is zero. If delta T zero, मतलब टेम्परेचर कांस्टेंट है, आइसोथर्मल प्रोसेस है, इन दैट केस इफ डेल्टा टी जीरो, डेल्टा यू भी जीरो होगा। डेल्टा टी इज जीरो, डेल्टा यू भी जीरो होगा। वाई? बिकॉज डेल्टा यू वैल्यू इज इक्वल टू एन सी वी डेल्टा टी, एन सी वी डेल्टा टी। इफ डेल्टा टी जीरो, डेल्टा यू जीरो। करेक्ट? एंड दिस इज ऑल्सो योर बॉयल्स लॉ, Boyle's law. Why? Because we know PV is equal to nRT. When temperature and number of mole constant, P inversely proportional to volume. This is Boyle's law. In Boyle's law, if you draw the graph will be parabola. Parabola, correct? PV graph. Here slope will be minus P by V. Why minus? If pressure is decreasing, like downward, if pressure is decreasing, volume is increasing. Volume positive, pressure negative. So it will be negative isothermal process. Then you have adiabatic process. In case of adiabatic process, you introduce one concept, gamma, which is equal to Cp by Cv. In adiabatic process, change in heat is zero. Change in heat is zero. If change in heat is zero, you will say कि PV gamma is equal to constant. PV gamma is equal to constant. Okay, very important. So isothermal, isochoric, in isochoric, when change in volume is zero, then you know work done is equal to pressure into volume. So it will be zero. Everywhere you will apply first law of thermodynamics. First law of thermodynamics, which say that your delta H will be equal to delta U plus work done. This is your first law of thermodynamics in physics. Okay. First law of thermodynamics in physics, very important.
So I'm sorry, the network's been really bad here.
Network is bad, Jordan.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sure. Okay. So all these things are very important. If you understood this well, come to the question. In this question, they are asking thermodynamic system is taken ABCDA cycle. Remember, whenever you take cycle, we talk about state function, which depend upon the initial and final value. All these state function will be zero. So delta U will be zero. Okay, delta U will be zero. Example, they're asking from B to C, B to C. From B to C, अगर हम देखें तो volume is constant, correct? 400. At B, volume 400. C, 400. Change in volume 0. Change in volume 0, work done. P delta V, 0. Done. Anybody have doubt? If no, then we can move to the next question. Question number 19. Read it, solve it, then I'll explain. Atom electrically neutral as they contain equal number of positive and negative charge. I will explain this here only. यहीं पे explain कर देंगे. And atom of each element are stable, emit their characteristic spectrum.
Sir, it will be option number 3.
Yes. तो मैं यहीं पे एक्सप्लेन कर दूंगा क्योंकि इजी है. Atoms are electrically neutral. सही बात है. Why? Because थोड़ा सा एटॉमिक स्ट्रक्चर रिवाइज हो जाएगा। क्वेश्चन नंबर 19, we know in case of atom whenever you represent Z and A, Z is the number of proton, and we know number of proton is equal to number of electron. So if number of proton and electron same, then it is neutral. Correct? So A is atomic mass. What is the number of neutron? A minus Z. Number of proton? Z. Number of electron? Z in neutral condition. Correct? So number of electron and proton are same. First statement was correct. If you see, most of atoms are stable. If you take most of the element, their atoms are stable. That's why they exist, but not all. In the radioactive element, atom is not stable. अगर स्टेबल नहीं होगा तो वो एटम किसी और में टूट जाएगा. वन एटम विल कन्वर्ट इनटू अनदर. सेम थिंग हैपन इन यूरेनियम. यूरेनियम में भी ऐसा ही होता है कि यूरेनियम ब्रेक डाउन इनटू बैरियम एंड क्रिप्टॉन. क्यों? बिकॉज यूरेनियम इज नॉट स्टेबल. So in case of radioactive element, atom are not stable. If it is not stable, then second statement will be wrong. First statement correct. The atom electrically neutral, correct. Because equal number of positive and negative charge, correct. Second, atom of each element is stable. Not each element, most of element. If they give most word, तो ये correct होता. If they give most word, it would have been correct. But not every element. Example, radioactive element are not stable. So second statement is wrong. Okay. 20th question. Though ये 20 question is not in our syllabus. ये नहीं है शायद हमारे syllabus में अब. But still, very small topic I will do here only. Simple explanation. ये कहता है कि if you have alpha
ये
particle.
क्वेश्चन
Yes, खुशी?
ये क्वेश्चन सिलेबस में नहीं है.
नहीं है.
Okay.
So whenever you take alpha particle, इसका मास होगा 2, सॉरी मास होगा 4, एटॉमिक नंबर 2. तो इफ यू आर रिलीजिंग अल्फा पार्टिकल किसी भी एलिमेंट में, जैसे यहाँ पे x है, x is 82 and 290. If we remove अल्फा पार्टिकल, तो इसका मतलब है मास 4 से रिड्यूस हो जाएगा और एटॉमिक नंबर 2 से रिड्यूस हो जाएगा. इफ यू टेक अल्फा पार्टिकल, mass reduced by 4, so 286. Atomic number reduced by 2, it will be 80. Okay. Next, if you remove one positron, E positive, is whenever you have positive, atomic number will reduce. E पॉजिटिव लोगे तो Z एक रिड्यूस हो जाएगा, एंड E नेगेटिव लोगे तो Z एक इंक्रीज हो जाता है. तो E पॉजिटिव में योर, नहीं इसको Y बोलेंगे. Y क्यों बोलेंगे? बिकॉज एलिमेंट विल बी डिफरेंट. Different atomic number, element will be different. Then E positive, element will be different. So 79, atomic mass same रहता है. Next, beta. Beta and this is exactly same. Decay पढ़ा होगा तुमने कि जब भी रेडियोएक्टिव डिके होता है, whenever there is radioactive decay, there are 3 type of emission: अल्फा, बीटा एंड गामा. अल्फा में जो मास है 4 से रिड्यूस हो जाता है एंड जो एटॉमिक नंबर है वो 2 से रिड्यूस हो जाता है. गामा में कोई चेंज नहीं होता. बीटा भी 2 टाइप के होते हैं. beta positive, and beta negative. Beta positive, atomic number reduced by 1, and negative increased by 1. That's all. This is the only topic you need to know. But now it's not in syllabus. In case if they ask, this is the thing. Alpha particle, mass, and atomic number. Beta particle, mass, atomic number. Gamma, no change. Right. Next, beta, negative, increased by 1, 80 to 86. Again, electron increased by 1, 81 and 286. तो आंसर होगा 81 to 86. 81 to 86. बहुत रिसेंटली हमने क्वेश्चन नंबर 21 का टॉपिक किया. A particle with uniform velocity and circular path maintain. Give me your answer.
Sir, option 4.
Option 4. Option 4 is correct. So, in question number 4, 21, na? So, what will happen whenever there is a circular motion? In case of circular motion, radius is r, correct? So, in this case, if you want to calculate the speed same, but velocity direction will change. Why velocity change? Because direction is changing. And we know velocity and acceleration vector quantity depend upon the direction. So acceleration will also change. Correct. Here, if you calculate change in angle, it will be arc by radius. Correct. Angular velocity. Angular velocity will be d theta by dt. Same way जैसे होती है velocity is equal to dx by dt. ऐसा ही. Correct. Angular acceleration d omega by dt जैसे हमारा होता है acceleration is equal to dv by dt. Same comparison. Okay. V is equal to r omega and acceleration is equal to r alpha. Done. तो formula important है. Then you know velocity and acceleration will change. Why? Because both are vector quantity. In vector quantity, direction also matter. Any doubt?
No, sir.
So this topic is also done. हाँ, वाओ, इसी का तो वेट कर रहे थे. क्वेश्चन नंबर 22. तन्वी, आदित्य, बरिंदर, चंदना, जॉर्डन, खुशी, नैन्सी, ऋषिकेश, रितिका, तन्वी twice. Tanvi, can you hear me?
Sir, now I can hear you.
Okay. So how you have to account?
Sir, I don't know. I think because I got disconnected from the last
Okay.
thing. So
Okay. So, hmm. So Sarah was also not there.
sir, I missed quite a bit.
So I think Hornet was gone.
Sarah, you have network issue?
No, sir. My dad had some work, so he called me for that.
Okay, so your dad was gone. I think there are few people who have network issue. It means their network is not stable. Tanvi,
Yes, sir, mine is like that.
same. Jordan sometime get the same issue
Yes, sir.
because I've seen. Where is Anvita? Anvita, Barinder, Chandana. Okay, Anvita is not there because few people get very less network issue. Example, Chandana. ओके, तो हाउ इज इट गोइंग गाइस? समझ में आ रहा है सब?
Yes, sir.
टू पीपल, नैन्सी एंड ऋषिकेश। आदित्य,
हाँ जी सर।
बरिंदर,
Yes, sir.
रंजना,
Yes, sir.
जॉर्डन,
यस सर।
खुशी,
Yes, sir.
रितिका।
Yes, sir.
ओके, वी विल नॉट आस्क तन्वी डिस्क्रिमिनेशन।
Why, sir? So why, sir?
I like to do discrimination. Very common in
Sir,
Indian
this
society.
meeting is being recorded, I believe. You post this on YouTube, will get cancelled, so very bad.
Yeah, no, no, no. YouTube do not hear regular like every single thing.
No,
So,
sir, they'll find you, I'm telling you. I put it on Twitter, sir.
Jordan, what do you think? Is it okay to not ask Tanvi?
I mean, I don't feel like YouTube will regulate every single video. Maybe if curse words will regulate, but it's like only words, not like whole sentences.
No, no, I'm talking about the people who will see it and will be like, oh, we need to cancel this person.
Gen
Yo,
Z
cancel
stuff.
culture is absent in India, Tanvi. Don't
Yes,
cry about it.
the Gen Z
Foreigners will say,
stuff.
what do you
Cancel.
know?
Okay. So solve question number 22 and 23 together. This question look very difficult, and I will tell you how we can solve the same question in the easiest way. So solve it properly. I will stop the recording because you will solve two questions together. You, sir, please record. Please record this session. Okay, this question. Light ray enter the a right angle prism at point P with angle 30 degree. It travels the prism parallel to the base BC and emerge at AC like this. Okay. What is the refractive index of the prism? Let me tell you the simplest thing. You know that value of refractive index is always greater than 1, right? All of you know that value of refractive index is always greater than 1. If you take first option, then it will be like 2 point something by 4. So this is less than 1. Under root 3 by 4, 1.73 by 4 less than 1. Under root 3 by 2, 1.73 by 2 less than 1. Only one option correct. How is the juice, guys? How was the question?
Very easy.
That's why it's important. I will explain the concept also. It's important to understand. If examiner give you tough question, अगर ऐसे tough question आते हैं, they know that we have to solve question in 1 minute. अगर उनको पता ही है कि हमें 1 minute में करना है, तो वो क्वेश्चन भी ऐसे फ्रेम करते हैं इंटेंशनली. Whether option or question are framed in such a way, logically by elimination method you can eliminate. Jordan, Tanvi, Sara, do you remember yesterday we were talking about this? Ki how beneficial can this elimination method be, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is the rule. I'll explain the proper concept, but देखो यहाँ पे elimination method से just number, still we can eliminate all the, because logically we know the one basic concept that nu is equal to more than 1. There is no other option done. अब imagine करो, there is a second person who is calculating all the values and spending 1.5 minutes or 2 minutes. So much waste of time. and there is no scope of mistake. Why? Logically, always more than one. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Now come to the like how to solve this question if different version is given and there were better option. In case of prism, you have read R1 plus R2 is equal to angle of prism. This is angle of prism A. Yeah, correct. But in this situation, angle of prism is equal to 90 degree. See, 90 degree. Correct. So, can you say, example, let's take this is R1, this is R2. So R1, R2 will be is equal to 90 degree. We know in this case, sine I is equal to 1 by nu, total internal reflection critical angle. Critical angle, total internal reflection. Any doubt? I will write it here. This concept is important. What is the question number? 22, na? So, in case of total internal reflection, or you can say critical angle, in total internal reflection, sine I critical is equal to 1 by nu, or you can write ulta. Very important. Correct? Any doubt? And if you apply Snell's law, what is Snell's law? Sine I by sine R is equal to nu, and nu value is always greater than 1. This is Snell's law. Nu is refractive index. Nu is also equal to velocity of light in vacuum and velocity of light in a given medium. We know velocity of light is always greatest, 3 into 10 raised to power 8 meter per second, always maximum. That's why we know nu value will be greater than 1. One more rule, whenever there is refraction or reflection or whatever happen, very basic rule is frequency remains same. Frequency remain same. Frequency remain same. Very, very, very important in the whole optics chapter. Next, uh, do we know frequency into wavelength is equal to speed of light or velocity? Correct. This is the normal formula in the atomic structure. We are saying frequency is same in case of reflection refraction. Can we say that velocity directly proportional to the wavelength or wavelength directly proportional to the velocity? Correct. So sometime question can be asked in the form of wavelength. So more velocity, more wavelength. This is lambda 1 by lambda 2. So in air, wavelength is more. In refractive medium, wavelength is less. Correct? Because we understand lambda 1 should be greater than lambda 2 because C is greater than V. If this is the situation, can you say if light moving from air to water, हवा से पानी में जाएगी, हमें पता है स्पीड तो कम होगी ही होगी. Always, speed will always reduce. If speed is reducing, what will be the change in the wavelength? Wavelength भी reduce होगी. When speed decrease, wavelength decrease. How do we know this rule? Any doubt, guys? Very, very, very important. Example, if blue color light was moving from air to water, what is the color of the light in water? And your options are yellow, green, red, and indigo. क्या आंसर होगा? What will be the answer? Jordan. Light is moving from one medium to another medium. First wavelength is lambda 1, second wavelength is lambda 2. Medium is from air to water. Now blue light is moving from air entering into water. What will be the color of the light? Jordan.
So I don't think the color would change as when it transitions from one medium to another.
Why? Because you know Vibgyor. In case of Vibgyor, you know wavelength is increasing. It means red have more wavelength than blue, or yellow have more wavelength than blue, or green have more wavelength than blue. But in this question, we are saying wavelength of first one is greater than wavelength of second one. It means lambda 2 is less. Only possible two option is either it can be violet or indigo. समझ में आया सबको? Everybody understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, it is decreasing. If they if the final color is green, what will be the initial color? And give option violet, indigo, blue, and yellow. Answer will be yellow. Increasing only one option. Understood well? Any doubt?
No, sir. No doubt.
No, sir.
Very good. If you understood all these concepts, then we can solve question in this. Huh.
Sir,
So,
please repeat the concept with your.
हाँ, तो विबग्योर में नैन्सी ये बात है कि विबग्योर एक पार्ट है विजिबल स्पेक्ट्रम का. If we do electromagnetic spectrum, EM spectrum, electromagnetic spectrum, then sequence will be gamma ray 1, X-ray, UV ray, then in this visible region, infrared, then microwave, and radio wave. Okay. So this is the sequence of electromagnetic spectrum. We know if you take criteria wavelength lambda. So wavelength will increase along the system. It means maximum wavelength will be present in the radio wave. Okay, maximum wavelength will be present in the radio wave. If you take frequency will be ulta. This gamma ray have maximum frequency and minimum wavelength. Maximum frequency and minimum wavelength. Radio wave, maximum wavelength and minimum frequency. Understood? So, if we are saying कि from gamma rays to radio wave, wavelength is increasing. Wavelength is also increasing visible. Correct? Visible is further divided into 7 colors. Vibgyor. So, Vibgyor, if you are moving from violet color to red color, wavelength is increasing. This is the main concept. Wavelength is increasing. नैन्सी अब पूछो डाउट क्या था इसमें कि अगर हमें पता है विबग्योर में वेवलेंथ इंक्रीज होगा और हमने इस क्वेश्चन में ये बोला कि लैम्डा वन जब लैम्डा टू बन जाएगा मीडियम से पास होने के बाद तो लैम्डा टू की वैल्यू कम होगी है ना और ब्लू से कम क्या पॉसिबल है या तो वॉयलेट या फिर इंडिगो नैन्सी कोई डाउट
सर मेरे को ये समझ में नहीं आया जब आपने ये बताया कि जो ब्लू कलर वाली लाइट है ये एयर वाले मीडियम से वाटर वाले मीडियम में जा रही है तो इसने अपना कलर चेंज किया इंडिगो में बट जब आपने बोला कि ग्रीन कलर वाली लाइट एयर टू मीडियम में जा रही है तो इसका जो कलर चेंज हो वो येलो क्यों हुआ
नहीं जब मैंने बोला था कि ग्रीन कलर वाली लाइट वाटर में अवेलेबल है तो एयर में उसका कलर क्या होगा ये था उल्टा था तो
ओके सर
वाटर में तो कम ही होगी एयर में उससे ज्यादा होगी उससे ज्यादा क्या हो सकती है येलो ऑरेंज या फिर रेड में हो सकती है ना
सर अगर आप ये बोलते कि जो ग्रीन लाइट है वो एयर से वाटर में आ रही है तो उसका कलर चेंज ब्लू में होता फिर
दोबारा क्वेश्चन पूछना
अगर आप ये बोलते कि जो ग्रीन वाली लाइट है वो एयर से वाटर में आ रही है तो जो उसका कलर चेंज होता वाटर में आके वो ब्लू होता
ब्लू हो सकता है इंडिगो हो सकता है वॉयलेट हो सकता है कम होंगे ये तीनों में से पॉसिबिलिटी होगी
ओके
एनी डाउट
नो सर
No, sir.
दैट्स व्हाई द मोर नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चन यू विल आस्क मोर कॉन्सेप्ट आई विल गिव इन एवरी क्वेश्चन तो इन दिस केस you will apply Snell's law. Okay, you will apply Snell's law. Here, your initial angle is 30. Here, R1 something. R2 and final emergent angle is again 90. Right? So, in this case, if you apply Snell's law on the incident surface, so what will be Snell's law value? Snell's law value, you know, nu is equal to sine I by sine R. Correct? First surface means this. This is the surface. यहाँ पे this is normal surface. This angle is 30 degree. If this is 30 degree, what it is going like this. So ये this angle R1. So incident angle is 30. Your sine R value is R1. Correct? Any doubt? What is sine 30 value? 1 by 2 sine R1, correct? And what is R1 value? R1 value will be equal to 90 minus R2, correct? R1 value is equal to 90 minus R2. 2 nu is equal to sine. What is R1 value? Sine 90 minus R2, correct? And 90 minus R2. If you calculate this, now you have to put value of sine 90 minus theta. And here it will be equal to cos R2 is equal to 1 by nu square minus 1 by nu. This is the formula. Cos R2 value. अब खुद बताओ, is this very confusing?
No,
No, sir.
If not, then this was the explanation. Instead of sine 90 minus theta is equal to sine 90 minus theta is equal to
cos.
cos theta.
Cos
Then
theta.
you can put cos theta value and get the answer. If you cross multiply this, it will be equal to 1 by 2, like you keep same side, new value, and cos theta value is equal to nu square minus 1 by nu. Nu cancel. If you remove under root, another side it will become square is equal to nu square minus 1, correct? It will go to another side. Then nu square will be equal to 1 by 4 plus 1, 5 by 4. If you take under root, it will be under root 5 by 2. Okay. In this case, you need to know कि when in critical angle it is equal to 1 by nu, you should also know if you want to calculate cos R2 value, it will be equal to 1 by nu square minus 1 by nu. And third thing is sine 90 minus theta is equal to cos theta. This rule. If you understand these three rules, you can solve this question. And fourth, of course, Snell's law. Snell's law, which says that nu is equal to sine I by sine R. Correct? If you put all together, first apply this rule, sine I by sine R, and put value. After doing this, you will apply this value, sine 90 minus theta is equal to cos theta. Whatever cos value you will get, you will apply last formula this, and then normal calculation. Any doubt?
No,
No, sir.
Then so note down these formula. Cos R2 value is equal to nu square minus 1 by nu. I will add in your notes, क्योंकि अभी कंफ्यूजिंग लग रहे हैं, दो बार रीड करोगे तो बहुत इजी लगेंगे. One is for revision, cos theta is equal to sine 90 minus theta. How? Example, if we take cos 30 is equal to sine 90 minus 30 is equal to sine 60. What is cos 30 value? Under root 3 by 2. What is sine 60 value? Under root 3 by 2. It means logically this is correct. Right? Logically this is correct. And second rule, in this case, your cos R2 value is equal to 1 by nu square minus 1 by new. ये most probably you must have heard first time. How many of you have heard this formula before? कितने लोगों ने पहले सुना है? cos R2 is
Me.
equal to किसने? Very good, मुझे अच्छा लगा. Who is there? Rishikesh, good. Any other person who heard this formula before? Cos R2 is equal to nu square minus 1 under root by nu. So, if not, don't worry, note it down. You will have habit to do this. And third formula we already did. I guess this. No, I didn't write na. In case of prism, if you take this prism, what happens? This is normal. This is also normal. Okay. Example, if light fall on this surface like this, whatever angle you take with the prism is known as incident angle. Then it will move almost flat to this. Then this is R1. This angle will be R2. And then ultimately it will come out of the surface. Then it will be emergent angle. This angle is known as angle of prism. And it is said that R1 by R2 is equal to 90 degree. Sorry, angle of prism A. Any doubt, guys?
No,
If not,
No, sir.
No, sir.
very good. Then question number 24. No, question number 23, my bad. Vernier caliper question. I think we'll be able to solve 23rd, 24th, 25th question. 3 questions we can solve in next. 26th also because logic gate we did recently. On the same topic. Okay, by the way, before doing 22nd, 23rd, do this question because we did logic gate recently. Jordan, tell me trick, man.
So you can cancel the not and the not in front of the uh NOR gate, and that will make it OR gate, and it will make it AND at this point. So it's 4.
How many of you understood this? कितने लोगों को समझ में आया ये कि हमने कैसे कट किया?
Yes, sir, understood.
हाँ, Tanvi, Chandana, Brinder, all of you understood this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Because we did so many questions based on this. Remaining people, पहले तो ये कोई logic नहीं है. There is no logic in this. We did so many questions before, so other people know the trick. And the trick is simplest. This gate is not a gate. This is not a gate. This is also not a gate. Whenever you have this condition, you have two not gate. And any other gate is given. जैसे यहाँ पे NOR gate is given. तो और प्लस नोट, तो एक बेसिक सा लॉजिक है, कट वन नोट विद दिस नोट एंड अनदर नोट विल मेक योर दिस एज एंड डन. बस यही लॉजिक है. बिकॉज अगर तुम ट्रूथ टेबल बनाओगे, यू ट्राई टू मेक ट्रूथ टेबल, इट विल बी लेंथी प्रोसेस, इट विल टेक लॉट ऑफ टाइम एंड दिस ऑलवेज वर्क कि whenever you have to note one note, second note, If you have nor here, तो क्या होगा? One note will cancel out this note, and this note will make or into and. और अगर ऐसा होता कि if you had NAND here, तो क्या बन जाता है ऐसे केस में? नोट से नोट कैंसिल हो जाता और एंड बन जाता, और बस यही याद रखना है कि अगर ऐसी सिचुएशन हो, यू हैव टू नोट, वन टू नोट, एंड उसके बाद नोर और नैंड है, तो अगर और है तो वो एंड बन जाएगा, एंड इफ यू हैव एंड गेट तो ये और बन जाएगा। ठीक है, एंड ट्रस्ट मी, इफ यू नो दिस कॉन्सेप्ट यू कैन सोल्व अराउंड 10 क्वेश्चन, 10 PYQ क्वेश्चन बेस्ड ऑन दिस। Am I right, Jordan, Tanvi, Chandana, Barinder?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Another method is truth table. Truth table बना सकते हो, which is universal method, कि whenever you give A input, B input, A inverse, B inverse, then uh, it's like from A inverse this, B inverse this, OR gate you add them, and then you can. This Boolean expression you can explain, but only if you know this concept. How many of you are aware about this concept of Boolean expression? कितने लोगों को ये तरीका पता है? मोस्टली टीचर इस मेथड से करवाते हैं कि इनवर्स ऑफ इनवर्स इज नॉर्मल, बट इफ यू टेक, वहां पे भी ऐसे ही होता है, इफ यू टेक ए प्लस बी तो रिजल्टेंट विल बी ए डॉट बी, एंड इफ यू टेक ए डॉट बी योर रिजल्टेंट विल बी ए प्लस बी। वहां पे भी कॉन्सेप्ट सेम होता है। व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू कन्वे, अगर यहाँ पे ऐसे होता एंड दिस, योर आंसर विल बी दिस। अगर ए डॉट बी का इनवर्स होता फिर उसका करते, तो आंसर विल बी दिस। ये बुलियन एक्सप्रेशन का रूल है। चॉइस इज योर, जैसे करना चाहते हो। हमने तो दोनों ऑप्शन दे दी। तीसरा है ट्रूथ टेबल का, बेस्ट है, यू विल नेवर मेक मिस्टेक, बट लेंथी है। ट्रूथ टेबल लिखो सबका, है ना, कि अगर ए को हमने जीरो माना एंड बी इज जीरो, then it will be 1 1. In OR gate it will become 1, and in the end you have NOT gate will be 0, correct? If you take 1 0, it will become 0 1, it will be 1 0. If you take 0 1, it will become 1 0 1 0, and if both 1 1, it will become 0 0 0 1. ये है ट्रूथ टेबल का मेथड। यू हैव 3 ऑप्शन, जो भी अच्छा लगे वो चूज कर लो। अल्टीमेटली जो हमें कंक्लूजन मिला है, दिस इज द ट्रूथ टेबल ऑफ एंड गेट।
सर,
क्या समझ? हाँ जी,
जो आपने ये और वाले गेट में लास्ट वाला जो टेबल लिखा है 1 + 1 0, ये 1 नहीं होगा?
बताओ कौन से में?
और वाले में जो लास्ट वाला है 0 लिखा है आपने।
नहीं, 0 0 को अगर हम और में ऐड करते हैं तो उससे 0 ही आता है ना। दो अगर हम
अच्छा,
0
ये
लेते हैं।
इनवर्स वाले को ऐड किया है, ओके।
हाँ, इनवर्स वाले को ऐड किया हमने
ओके।
ना? तो देयर आर टोटल 3 मेथड टू सॉल्व दिस क्वेश्चन। वन मेथड दिस, वेरी कॉमन, very commonly taught by teacher. Second, this best method, but little bit lengthy. You have to solve all the thing, है ना? And third method, ये हमारा पर्सनल है, it's your choice. If you are okay with that, तभी करना, अदरवाइज जो आपके टीचर ने पहले पढ़ाया है, whatever your teacher taught, वही करना, वरना मिक्स हो जाएगा सब कहानी। Let me ask you one by one. हम इसको बोलते हैं मेथड 1, दिस इज मेथड 2, दिस इज मेथड 3। हेलो मित्र, कैसे हो? क्लास में हूँ। क्या हाल चाल बा? सुना भी। काम की बात बताइए, मैं क्लास में हूँ। छोड़ दी मतलब? मैं तेरा तेरा 20 मिनट में कॉल करूँ। ठीक। ओके। यस गाइस। तो 3 मेथड है, मेथड 1, मेथड 2, मेथड 3। लेट मी आस्क वन बाय वन। इस रिकॉर्डिंग and today I will upload 2 video at least. Okay, come to this concept of vernier caliper. How many of you are comfortable with vernier caliper, guys?
I don't know at all.
No, so I'm not comfortable with that.
Me too.
Okay. तो वर्नियर कैलिपर में हम सबसे पहले 2 टाइप के स्केल होते हैं. वन, मेन स्केल. मेन स्केल टेल you us the main reading, like almost the main, like normal scale what we have is look like main scale. And then you have vernier caliper scale. वर्नियर स्केल मूवेबल छोटा सा पार्ट होता है. I will show you diagram also vernier caliper, so you will get idea what I am trying to convey. ये वर्नियर कैलिपर है. You all of you must have seen this. ठीक है. तो इसमें if we see, you have main scale like normal scale from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 10 centimeter main scale, and then you have movable part. Then you have movable part. There are inner jaw and outer jaw. है ना, inner jaw and outer jaw. अगर कोई बॉडी है, I will take another one. This is clearly visible. हाँ. हाँ. So यहाँ पे if we see here, you can measure the outer dimension of any body because of this jaw. Okay. Here you can measure inner dimension of the same structure. If we take nut, जैसे ये है वर्कपीस, तो इसका अगर outer dimension हमें देखना है तो we use the this inner jaw. And if you want to calculate the inner dimension of the same nut, then you use the outer jaw. Second, this is the main scale. This is the millimeter scale, is the main scale. And this scale, what you can see on this is the vernier scale. This is the vernier scale. So what will happen? Example, if you want to calculate the dimension of this structure given in the diagram. तो मान लो you are getting dimension is 2.1 centimeter on the main scale. बट हमें डाउट होता है कि आगे क्या है, 2.16 है, 2.17, व्हाट एल्स इज देयर, लाइक एग्जैक्ट वैल्यू. इज इट 2.15, 2.16 और 2.17? फॉर दैट स्मॉल वैल्यू यू यूज वर्नियर स्केल. अंडरस्टैंड दिस. इसमें किसी को डाउट है कि हमें अप्रोक्स वैल्यू तो ऑलरेडी मिल गई है, बट इफ यू वांट टू कैलकुलेट द एग्जैक्ट वैल्यू, दैट इज व्हाई वी आर यूजिंग वर्नियर कैलिपर फॉर वेरी स्मॉल वैल्यू. From 2.1, is it 2.15, 2.16, like this, between these two value. तो उसके लिए हम ये यूज करते हैं. अंडरस्टूड? अंडरस्टूड गाइस? सो यू हैव these
Yes,
two
sir.
टाइप ऑफ स्केल. वर्नियर कैलिपर में अगर हम देखते हैं कि वैल्यू कितनी है, तो वर्नियर कैलिपर में जो वैल्यू होगी इज इक्वल टू जो मेन स्केल के डिवीजन है उसमें से हमें वर्नियर स्केल के डिवीजन को माइनस करना है, तो हमें आइडिया लग जाएगा कि कितने डिवीजन हो. डिवीजन इज लाइक दिस. ये 0
Sir,
to.
sir,
यस खुशी.
I will come in 5 minutes.
श्योर, कोई दिक्कत नहीं। तो यहाँ पे हमें ये देखना है कि कौन सा एकदम एग्जैक्ट मैच हो रहा है 0 to 10 के बीच में। अगर हम यहाँ पे वैल्यूज में देखें, which one will match exactly with the number is 7th। 7th एकदम एग्जैक्ट मैच हो रहा है। So even 6th, I guess 6th, you can see there is a proper matching। तो उन्हीं को हम डिवीजन बोलते हैं, that is known as division। Which of the vernier scale part is matching with main scale part, that is division। Understood? Which part of the vernier scale matching with the coincide, that word is known as coincide with the main scale। ठीक है? अब मान लो if here 7 number is matching with the 40, then you will say there is a coincide of the main scale and vernier scale। Okay, come to this point again। This is the in case of vernier caliper the value you get। यहाँ पे रूल ये होता है कि whatever is your n plus L1 value of the vernier scale division will match with n value of the main scale division, and this is given in the question। ऐसा नहीं है कि हम खुद से बोल रहे हैं, this is given in the question। How? Look at this, what it is saying। In a vernier caliper, n plus 1 division of vernier scale coincide matching with n division of the main scale। तो ये दो नंबर एग्जैक्टली मैच। Excuse me। Okay, if most of time one main scale value is always 0.1 millimeter, so what will be the vernier constant in this case? Vernier scale value। ओके, वर्नियर कैलिपर वैल्यू क्या होगी? तो नॉट दिस। सो इफ you calculate the vernier caliper division, sorry, vernier scale division, ऐसे लिख दिया ना मैंने, vernier scale division, what will be the value? n divided by n plus 1 MSD। Any doubt? So we have two situations, this and this। Put VSD value over there। तो वर्नियर कैलिपर की वैल्यू कितनी होगी, कांस्टेंट कितना होगा? MSD minus, instead of VSD we'll write n minus n plus 1 MSD। By the way, I will take one session probably tomorrow to teach only screw gauge and vernier caliper separately, क्योंकि ये दो important concept है। We get one question and I will teach from zero because many of you don't know properly, correct? So this is the vernier caliper main value। Now you can put just values and get the answer। How? See, if you put the value there in the question, vernier caliper value is equal to main scale value minus n by n plus 1 main scale division, correct? So main scale division will be the common number। It is like 1 minus n by n plus 1। N plus 1 will be the common number। N plus 1 minus n, n cancel, 1 by n plus 1, correct? 1 by n plus 1, 1 by n plus 1, there is only one option। Second, why you wrote 1 by 100? Because MSD, 1 MSD value is equal to 0.01। You can write 0.01 as 1 by 100, correct? 0.1 millimeter, if you take this, then you can take this. in centimeter. Correct? It is given in centimeter. So can you say in centimeter it is 0.01 centimeter? तो इसलिए हमने यहाँ पे ये 1/100 लिखा। और हमेशा क्वेश्चन ऐसे ही आते हैं, you always get this kind of question where one division of vernier scale will coincide with another division of the main scale. Example, question will be asked, 10th division of the vernier scale coincide with 16th division of the main scale. Have you seen this kind of question, guys? Jordan?
Yes, sir. They've asked it in board exams.
Board exam or your tests, Pala's test?
I mean, borders, and there's this time when they asked us to like the first part of the question paper, they gave us like some MCQs. Remember, they asked something like this.
The number, some number of the vernier scale is coinciding with
Yes,
the
sir.
other. So if this number is coinciding, then you can calculate what is the exact number based on this. 16th number of main scale coincide with the 10th number of vernier scale, you can calculate the value. Same, where instead of n, you will put 16. Instead of vernier caliper, you will put 10 and get the values. Understood?
Yes, sir.
But I also feel I need to explain this in a more elaborative way. So I will take tomorrow complete screw gauge and vernier caliper only in like half an hour, 30 minute, और मैं दोनों explain करूंगा screw gauge and vernier caliper. बताओ, understood everything or there was any doubt, guys?